Welcome to Anti-Aging Insights, where age is a state of mind and aging is a treatable condition. And now, here is your host, Dr. Teri Fisher.
Well, hello and welcome to this week's episode of the podcast. Great to have you along as always. If you've been listening to the last couple of podcasts, then you will know that this podcast is the fourth episode in a mini-series all about my 5 personal pillars of aesthetic treatments. The pillars that set the scene for all of my procedures and all of my treatments. Scene, S-C-E-N-E, if you take those letters, those stand for my 5 pillars. And you get safety, customized, expertise, natural results, and enjoyable treatments. And today's podcast episode is all about number 4, the natural results. So that's exactly what we're going to talk about. I'd like to share some thoughts with you about what I consider to be natural treatments, what I consider to be natural results, and the goals that I have, and hope that those align with your goals. Because what I will tell you is that my treatments are designed to be natural. And sometimes there are patients that want to have very, very dramatic, outrageous results. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not the person for that type of patient. If that's what you're looking for, then hey, power to you. And I appreciate that you are free to do whatever you like. And of course, that is your prerogative, but it's not what I'm comfortable doing. And so my treatments are all tailored around achieving natural results. So what does that mean? Well, in a nutshell, what I see as being natural results are results that are subtle, yet have a significant impact on someone's appearance. The kind of results that if someone were to see you on the street after you've had that treatment and they know you, that they would look at you and say, hey, you look great. Something's different about you, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Those are the ideal results in my mind. And so I just want to give you a couple of examples of things that maybe you can relate to specifically when it comes to these types of results. So let's talk about neuromodulators, or Botox, or Dysport, or Xeomin. These are all different brand names of neuromodulators. When we do Botox treatments, the way they work is they relax the muscles. And so that helps to soften the fine lines. What I'm not keen on doing is putting in so much Botox into someone's face that they essentially can't move their face. Some people do want to have that plastic-like appearance, but that is not the type of treatment that I like to provide. I like to provide treatments with Botox that are definitely going to make a significant impact on the lines and the wrinkles on someone's face. But I don't want it to be so over the top that people look at that person and say, hey, that person is Botoxed like crazy. That's not my goal. So again, if that's something that you can relate to, then hey, that's great. And if you are looking for that plasticky look where there's absolutely no movement across your entire face, then there are providers out there that will do that for you. It's just not my own personal style. When it comes to fillers, it's the same kind of thing. There are a lot of filler treatments that can be done that can look overdone. And a good example of this is when somebody has their lips overfilled. Sometimes people will describe these as duck lips. Similarly, with fillers, you can have dramatic changes in the face beyond what would be considered natural or subtle. And so, again, when it comes to filler treatments, yes, I think it's wonderful to be able to help to refine, help to define, help to volumize the lips to a certain extent, to the point that they look fantastic, to the point that they look really, really attractive, but not to the point that they are overdone and they're huge and they actually draw attention to that feature in a way that could be perceived as being negative. It's the same with other parts of the face as well. We can put fillers into temples, we can put fillers into cheeks, and when it's done appropriately with the appropriate amount and the right product, because different fillers have different characteristics, then it can really help to define the elegance of someone's face, to make those features stand out, to make them beautiful. But again, if you do too much of it, all of a sudden you're changing a person's face. And in my mind, I don't want to change someone's face to the point they don't look like themselves anymore. I want to enhance the natural beauty that is there. And so that is where I tend to draw the line with regards to my treatments. So this is a relatively quick podcast episode because it really comes down to what I started off with. And that's all about the desire for subtle enhancements, which can be dramatic. I know that might be a little bit contradictory, but what I mean by that is the actual treatment can have a dramatic impact on the way someone feels, on the way they perceive themselves in a really positive way. And as long as that treatment is not over the top and it enhances natural beauty, then I think that is wonderful. And that is the goal that I have when I see each of my patients. Again, when you go on the street or you see a friend or you see a family member that maybe hasn't seen you in a while and they look at you and they're blown away by how good you look. And they're just like, wow, you look fantastic. What have you been doing? And yet they can't identify exactly what it is that you have been doing. That is the ultimate, that is the ideal goal in my mind. And so I hope that makes a lot of sense to you. If, of course, you are interested in chatting more about that, then please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to chat with you about that. You can always learn more about my 5 pillars of aesthetics on my website at drterifisher.com, drterifisher.com, or you can always book an appointment with me at antiagingvancouver.com. So we've covered 4 of my pillars: safety, customized treatments, expertise, and now natural results. Next week's a fun one. We're going to cover my 5th pillar of my aesthetic treatments, and that's all about enjoying the experience, having enjoyable treatments and procedures. And so I hope you'll join me then. Talk to you soon, and until then, take care.
Thanks for listening to today's episode of Anti-Aging Insights. Stay tuned to discover more of the latest news, treatments, technologies, and developments in non-surgical cosmetic and anti-aging medicine. For more inspiration, to access the show notes, or to book an appointment with Dr. Fisher, Dr. Frame, or any of the other anti-aging professionals, please visit our website at antiagingvancouver.com. Until next time, stay inspired and live life well.